Hey guys, it's me, Lizzie, and welcome back to Little House and Homestead. I'm really excited because New Year's is just 2 days away, and I thought what better time than to show you guys what to expect from my homestead, my channel, and more for the new year. And I'm really excited about January because for the month of January, I'm going to be doing 31 edible perennials that we are going to discuss through the whole month of January. So each week I will pick a perennial and just kind of go over it, and these are all going to be edible, so I think it'll be really cool to do that as we start to think about spring and our gardens and what we want to do with our property. The great thing about growing perennials is that they are low maintenance. You know, they're kind of like a set it and forget it. And of course they come back every year, so you get a harvest every year with very little work. So I'm gonna be talking about my plans for the garden, my goals for this channel, and some of the dreams that I have going forward as a homesteader. So today is actually pretty warm out. A lot of the snow has melted, so I was like, you know what, let me get outside and kind of look over my garden. So right behind me, I have my garden. And there's some things that we decided this year that we are going to change from last year that we did with our garden. So here is our garden, and we actually decided for this year, this is going to kind of be our main crops. We noticed last year that the things we actually enjoy eating, we also want to can. And you do need to grow in a substantial amount to have some to at least last for the winter. So we are going to be using our main garden area for this purpose. So things like beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, peas. We are going to have a small lettuce patch in here. Definitely peppers and definitely some radish. So that's all going to go in this area, and we'll grow different varieties. And this way we can have a nice abundance of them and hopefully get a nice storage of our canned vegetables from our garden this year. So if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that we just planted a couple fruit trees right over here. This is also an area where we want to put some containers, and we want to do a container garden. The way the sun hits this area is just perfect because the trees aren't really going to cast too much shade, so everything that's in front of our fruit trees gets some great sun. So we thought, let's definitely do some containers. So we're probably going to put about 3 to 4 containers over here. Things like some of the things that we really want to do in the container this year are squash. They take a lot of room up in the garden, and we just feel we can use that space a lot better. Another thing that we want to do in containers are zucchini and eggplant. Definitely some beets. My beets didn't do well at all last year, so that's something that I don't want to waste time adding them into the garden, but I think they would do really well possibly in containers. They might be a little bit easier to maintain and kind of keep an eye on. We probably too have discussed in our front area of also adding some more. We love cucumbers and we love green beans. So we are going to try to get a lot of those plants kind of anywhere we possibly can. So we thought it would be really cool to have them kind of trellis up into our deck. That's something that we're going to try to do this year. I think it would be great. And I think it would look really pretty. So another thing we want to do is add 2 more chickens to our little flock. We do live in an HOA, so we have to be a little bit careful, but we want to have a few more eggs, and I want to be able to preserve some of those eggs as well, whether we pickle them or do the water glass. So that's something I really look forward to doing. I'm not sure what types of chickens I'm going to get yet. I'll see what's available. There's a few that I've kind of had my eye on, but if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. We also want to spend some time this year actually enhancing our chicken coop. We really want to add an area where they can kind of free range a little bit and have a nice little run for them. So it's just a matter of figuring out what space that will work in, because we do have a little bit limited space. We're on less than half an acre here. So we have to be really wise on how we use our space. Another thing that I really want to focus this year on is my medicine garden. If you watched one of my last videos about my medicine garden, I kind of neglected it this year. I didn't pay too much attention to it, and this year I want to make sure that I get in there. I want to add some plants to it and I want to start harvesting it and using it either for medicine or for some tea, but it's something I really want to get strong and use it to its best abilities. And also learning all the benefits of them and really kind of getting into that whole field of herbology. So I've only had my channel here for a few months, but I thought I'd kind of talk about the direction I want this channel to grow in. One of my main goals for this channel is to reach 1,000 subscribers. I think that would be really great. You know, it's a lot of work doing this, and that's just a goal that I had set for myself. So it would be really cool to reach that goal, of course. But one of the other main things I want to do for this channel and the direction I want it to go in, as well as following me and my journey on my homestead, I want to reach those beginner homesteaders, or for those who are really thinking about starting a homestead or just living more self-sufficiently. And I want to help these people reach their goals as well. I really want to offer content that will save them time and frustration and help them reach their homesteading goals in a quick, fast time frame. And I want to get them homesteading fast. And I really would like to present it in a very easy to digest way and really help you guys escape the ordinary and begin your homesteading dreams as fast as you can with the least amount of frustration. Anybody can homestead. There are definitely going to be failures, but if you can get some nice tips and guidance when you start, it will definitely save you time and frustration, and that's what I would like to help. So going into the new year, everyone has their new year resolution and their dreams and things they want to accomplish. So I thought it'd be fun just to kind of share, not a vision board, I'm not really into that, but just some of the things that I have in my mind for my homestead, for my family, for myself, for the next few years going on. They're things that probably won't happen within the next year or two, but it's kind of in my 5-year goal. So one of those dreams for me is buying more land. We do have I think over 6 acres in upstate New York that we will be working on in the future, but we just fell in love with the area in New Jersey that we are in right now. So I would love to buy some land a little closer to home that we could really start producing more food, possibly build a home on, and you know, get a cow. One of my next dreams is to buy a cow, and I need the land for that. I don't have it all figured out, but that is something that I am kind of hell-bent on doing. I want a cow, and I'm going to make it happen some way, somehow, even if it takes some time. And another one of my dreams is to have some bees. I don't think I'm ready for it this year or the next year, but it's something that I'm definitely thinking about. It's something that I'm definitely going to be looking into. I know it takes a lot of work, and it's apparently they're very, you know, they're pretty hard to take care of. So I still have to do a lot of research on it, but I think it's something that as a homesteader, having that honey and that beeswax and all of that is something I really would like to add to my homestead, and something that my children can really gain a lot of information and knowledge from. We are going to continue to homeschool. That is definitely something that I see us doing for as long as we possibly can. We really enjoy homeschooling. If that's something that you guys have any interest in and have any questions, you can also ask me about that. But I am very passionate about homeschooling. It has been life-changing for our family and just for my children and who they are. And I think it's really going to encourage them to be really good people for the future. So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Those are all the things that you can expect for the new year to come. So like I said, I really want to start reaching some of those beginner homesteaders, helping you guys start your homestead with ease, start it fast. I really want to get into herbology and learning how to get the best out of the herbs that I have in my garden right now. But that's it. And I hope you guys have a happy new year, and tell me what some of your New Year's resolutions are for this year coming up. All right, guys, happy new year. See you next time. Bye.